So should I call you Robert or Mr. Dunham?
Well, it's your show, whatever works for you.
Oh, it's my show now. Thank you, Robert. We'll tell Ellen quickly. Now, I saw a photo of you cutting a kid's hair in class, right? And this went viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how did this happen? How did this come about?
So in Richmond, like we have this thing, it's called the moving on ceremony. And some people call it graduation ceremony, whatever. But we have a moving on ceremony and we do it every year for 5th grade. And so as we were preparing, I just saw that some of my kids, like some of my male students were not ready. And I said to them, hey, are you guys gonna be good for tomorrow? And they's like, oh, Mr. Dunham, we got it. I said, no, you guys look jacked up. So I'm just saying, like, are you sure?
Right,
He's like, no, we got it. I said, okay, whatever. So I went home and really didn't think about it. And I woke up the next morning and I just had this really funny feeling. And I just started throwing my clippers in the bag. And my wife, she says, where are you going with those clippers? I said, babes, somebody gonna come here jacked up. So I'm telling you right, somebody gonna come here jacked up.
You gotta tighten things up.
You gotta tighten, yeah, I gotta fix that.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I get to work and, you know, I'm just getting everything ready for the show. And next thing you know, one of my students walks in and just like I said, jacked up.
Hair akimbo.
And I said, I knew it. I knew you were gonna come here. I said, come on, man, let's just get this right.
Yeah.
And so the next thing you know, my colleagues started coming in the room and said, Mr. Dunham, can you take one more? I was like, this is not the barbershop. Like, what's wrong with you guys? And it's like, oh, we got another one, and the next thing you know,
it's
just
like a Krispy Kreme line out the door now.
I'm like, what is going on, man? And I'm just sitting there and I'm just lining everybody up and, you know, doing something.
How many haircuts do you end up giving?
I did about 7 that day.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And when it went viral, what did that feel like? Was that?
I don't know. I guess I freaked out a little bit.
Sure.
Because I really didn't expect any of that to happen, and so it's just been surreal, man. Just to see that go
that makes me
viral
so
like that.
happy that you were celebrated for that because it's a very beautiful gesture. Now, you said that your classroom is sometimes like a sanctuary or a getaway for your students.
Yeah, definitely.
And what do you mean by that?
So, you know, I have students that just come from some of, you know, the worst type of situations, and it's not their fault, but it's just things that just happen. And so what I always wanted to make sure that my classroom was, it was just a place that they can come to my classroom and forget about everything that's going on. You know, you just come there and you can literally forget about all your problems.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to have that type of place, that type of learning environment.
That's beautiful. Now, you mean a lot to your students, but one in particular, you had a real big impact on.
Yeah, okay. I hope nobody was one of these kids. But basically, you know, he was just really angry all the time, and I could not figure why. And it was just, nothing I was doing was reaching him, and it's just every single day, I just got to a point I just didn't know what to do. And I had a conversation with my wife. I said, you know, babes, I really don't know what to do with him. Like, he's mad all the time.
Yeah.
And she says, babe, he's not mad at you. It's something going on. And she says, once you figure out what's going on and you connect with him on a different level, everything will kind of just stop.
This beautiful woman right here?
Yes, absolutely. That's my wife.
Oh,
How
man.
you doing? Yes, that's my boo. I did good, right?
You did real good. Yeah, I think we both are out of our pay grade.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I don't know how I pulled that one. I'm telling you, I don't know how to do that. And so, you know, I finally found a way to reach him, and you know, at the end of the year, he writes this letter, he folds it up, and he gives it to me. And he says, Mr. Dunham, this is for you. And you know, I didn't read it immediately because I just thought he was gonna write whatever in there. And I got in the car and I opened the letter and I started reading it. And, you know, I got choked up because this was a kid that told me, you know, 4 or 5 times that he hated me.
Yeah.
But then he literally gives me a letter and saying, Mr. Dunham, you are one of the best teachers I've ever had. And thank you for everything that you've done for me this year. And one of the things he did say, he said, all the times you said you was gonna call my mom, you never did. And I thank you for that. I never did.
Well, listen, I'll tell you, you know, a teacher, Mr. Wood, saved my life. I was dyslexic, I couldn't read. I was going to learning disabled classes, and this guy figured out that I was good at math. I just needed one thing to be confident about, and he believed in me, and he had me start teaching the other kids math, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I can do this. That man, I'm not sitting here without that man. You're that man to this guy. So
thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you
now,
so much.
Now listen, we're gonna come back a little later in the show, and I wanna hear about what your dream is for your community, and hopefully we can help with that. So we'll be right back. Now, you got something going in your community You wanted to help the kids, so what did you start? What did you do?
So, you know, I had got so many letters and emails from across the country about, you know, just how my story had just impacted them so much. And, you know, it was a random act of kindness. And I was sitting down one day, I said, you know, how do I keep this going? Because there's gonna be another group of kids who's gonna need the same thing. I wanna make sure that I'm able to do something to help them. And so I decided to start a nonprofit organization called Be the Change RVA. And what we decided to do, myself and my wife and my older brother, we started this organization where literally we just started partnering with all of the local barbershops in the community and having them donate their time providing free haircuts.
Yeah.
And that's what we started doing. And we just had an event recently where I partnered with one of the barbershops and we gave away over 70 backpacks, getting the kids ready for school, and we did about 40 haircuts that day.
Yeah. You're 3 times better of a person than me. It's so impressive. Now listen,
Only 3?
Maybe 23, yeah. Now, you've given back to your community, and we would like to give back to you. Now, your car broke, right? And you recently came into possession of a Honda Odyssey van.
Yeah.
You put $1,500 down. I went through your finances. You still owe $8,500 on this thing.
Yeah,
Okay?
That's absolutely true.
Well, Ellen's friends at Shutterfly would love to help you. They love to help people. So what we'd like to do is give you a check for $10,000 to pay off that Honda Odyssey. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Mr. Dunham, it's not over. You gotta save a couple tears for this because we also heard that you've been saving up for a trip to Disney World. Well, Shutterfly's gonna make that happen as well. We're gonna give you another $10,000 for that trip. Let's bring out the check.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You deserve this. You so deserve this.
Oh, man.